It may make you sad to hear it, but this is the last story I'm going to tell you. It may make you sad to hear it, but this is the last story I'm going to tell you. I know you like to hear funny stories with jolly people and a happy end, but I don't have the strength for that anymore. What difference would it make if I lied to you? Well, my last story takes place in a land far away, a land that is about to die. It begins in the autumn forest. This is the story of Sadwick, the sorrowful clown. Sadwick is sleeping uneasily, like every night. And he doesn't even know that he'll destroy the world in the course of just a few days.
What a nightmare. Every night it's the same. I can hardly remember the last time I had a decent night's sleep. Spot? Where could Spot be? He usually comes to see me in the morning. Ben told me this kind of candle burns indefinitely. I'll say it's just pretending. Small flame of hope, for what noble cause do you fight so courageously? And yet, eventually, finally, terminally, even you will extinguish. Ouch! Oh, damn, this is going to blister. Why do I have to be so clumsy? That's Ben's spare hat. He doesn't like to wear it quite as much as he used to. He says it sags too much since I spilled all the starch. Our circus costumes are spittle repellent. That's quite important, especially when you play the bigger towns. I can't reach it. Ben doesn't like me to wear his hats. He says they always sag so pitifully. Marbles, ruffs. I'd be less embarrassed wearing a potato sack. Our circus costumes are... That's quite... I can't... That's too... Marbles, ruffs... Our old stove. The handle is broken off. In order to light a fire, it has to be opened first. Too bad the handle is broken off. That's no use. The handle is... This rock reminds me of one of the most basic principles of life. No matter what you have accomplished, no matter how big your paws or how sharp your teeth are, you can still end up being a doormat for a band of circus clowns. Hello? Are you really dead? Or are you just taking a nap? You can't be sure enough for this kind of thing. The rug may look fluffy, but I'm not touching it. I don't want to smell like a dead bear when I go into the woods. It's depressing. I hardly own anything. Everything I have fits into this drawer. I have a deal with Ben. He doesn't spit into my drawer anymore, and I refrain from painting his rubber nose black. There's only that stupid note in there. Ben made me write down all my chores. Pure harassment, if you ask me. What the heck? I'd better collect the note anyway. Maybe I'll find a fire somewhere. Always those notes. I must be really bad at remembering things. It's tempting, but no thanks. Ben thinks I'm a no-good, irresponsible, lazy clown as it is right now. I'd better keep that thing. Ben has given me a lot of tedious chores for today. Why did I even bother to get out of bed? This rock reminds me of one of the most basic principles of life. No matter what you have, no matter you can... I once made a list of the most probable causes of my bear's paw was listed number 212, 217, and 321 to 329. I only gnaw on my own fingernails. Aha! Ben must have hidden it here. He only does that to annoy me. He knows very well I just hate pointed teeth. I could lose a hand if I reach into there. Stay where you are. I'm coming to save you. On second thought, maybe I'll just get some help. Ah, shoot. I'm such a terrible coward. Ah! Oh boy, that was close. And we'll pay for this. I could have croaked. What was that note again? Ah, yes. I remember now. It's where Ben sketched out how the human cannonball act is supposed to work. It's so unfair. He can even draw better than me. That's supposed to be me. Ben didn't get the fearful expression on my face right, though. The plug is attached to the mouth of the barrel. It's the only way to get enough pressure to blow me hundreds of yards into the air. Oh boy, how I hate this act. The most important thing is a solid barrel for the cannon. After all, the cannoneer shouldn't be harmed when he blows me sky high. A parachute should provide a safe landing. Then there's nothing to worry about, is there? Ha 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 ha. A small bomb or some gunpowder are sufficient. Just load the cannon and light the fuse. Everything else will turn out fine. Seriously, that's what it says. Everything else will turn out fine. I can't believe this is real. I once made a list of the most probable causes of my bear's... I only know... Haven't I already That's no use. The handle is... But they protect me from wild predators, murderers, and all the other dangers in life. Or such is the illusion. Ben? Is that you out there?
Is it me out here? I don't believe him. Sitting in the trailer all day long, asking me if it's me out here. Don't you have chores to tend to?
All right, I'm coming.
Sadwick, come here at once. The day's already wasting away.
Right, another happy day in the colorful world of the circus. Spot, don't just lie around like that. What's wrong with you?
What do you think's wrong with him?
Maybe he's sick, the plague, or food poisoning.
Don't talk such nonsense.
Worm fungus, blue pox, it could be anything.
He's thirsty, Sadwick. That's what happens if you don't carry out your chores properly.
Spot can take it. He's tough.
You've got a lot to learn. Caterpillars don't grow very old. Not if you treat them like this anyway. You better get used to the idea.
You're just saying that to annoy me.
I'm serious. You better give him something to drink.
Yeah, whatever, Ben. Come on, let's go, Spot. We'll get you something to drink. And after that, maybe we can finally do something useful. That's Grandpa's shovel. He digs for roots and onions with it. Working in a compost heap, I think he stirs the soup with it, too.
Здравствуй, Лего.
No, that's not a spoon. Strange. Where did I even get that idea from?
Без понятия, как дела.
That's my brother Ben. I'll never be able to juggle as good as him, and he keeps telling me that. Over and over again. Can I try?
You want to juggle? Ha! You'd drop your nose if it wasn't attached to your face. Juggling is something for men of action, not for brooding types like you.
Not right now. The water looks downright cloudy. No, wait. That's just a reflection of my face. I'm not thirsty. At least, not enough to drink this. After all, Grandpa's pantaloons have been washed in it. I'll wash my hands later. I've got the feeling I'll get my hands dirty a couple more times today. This costume won't come any cleaner. Can I take some of the laundry?
Why not have a guess?
My guess is no.
Bravo! You guessed right. And now get back to work again. Keep your hands off the laundry. You'll only soil them again.
Our lunch is already simmering on the stove in Grandpa's trailer. You can tell by the smoking stovepipe and the birds falling down. Grandpa, can I go into your trailer?
Of course, my boy. You want to take a little petroleum soup, don't you? Who would take offense at that?
Maybe my insides? That's what Bruno is for. Grandpa looks even older than usual today. This chair's rocking days are long over. Not right now. Bruno sleeps almost all day. He has to drag our trailers through dark forests during the night. I bet he never has nightmares. On the other hand, maybe this world is his nightmare. Bruno! What a shame. He's asleep. He's the only one in the family who listens to me.
Don't mess with Bruno, unlike you. He's already done his work for today.
The door is rotten and loose-fitting. It's pretty chilly during the night. It's a miracle that Grandpa hasn't died of pneumonia. Grandpa, can I go into your...
Of course, you want to.
Maybe my... Grandpa's hairnet. He always uses it when he doesn't want his hair to get wet. When taking a bath, when he's cooking, and while he's asleep. Yeah, yummy. Can there be anything better than the revitalizing feeling of lice crawling between your teeth? The blood of earthworms. The bottle is almost empty again. I'd rather not. The blood of the earthworms has to last throughout the winter. Last time, we had to replenish our supply. There was snow on the ground. It was hell. Unreachable, like so many things. Beaver eyes. Grandpa uses them as cooking ingredients. He calls the dish eye candy.
Без понятия, как называется.
Grandpa says, once you've gotten used to them, they're really tasty. What he doesn't say is how long it takes to get used to them. Unreachable, like so many things. Grandpa's latest creation, petroleum soup. Inflammatory on the stomach, highly flammable in general, and a hazard to all low-flying birds in the vicinity. Maybe I should make Spot taste it first. Ouch! Hot. Well, who would have thought? Those really are regular recipes. There goes my theory that Grandpa is preparing our meals from the fishing bait manual. Grandpa's cooking is inspired more by enthusiasm than by real talent. Maybe we should spare him the trouble and just eat the cookbook. It would save time and effort. Cooking is one of Grandpa's tasks, not mine. Not that I didn't offer to cook, but Ben objected. It's a sign of how low his esteem for me is. I mean, petroleum soup? Seriously. Grandpa has always had a soft spot for animals. Raw? Oh. I'd rather leave him in there. It wouldn't be much fun to suck it through with a bottleneck for either of us. That's Grandpa's third pair already. The last two were eaten by woodworm, and it's only a matter of time with these. I'm not putting those in my mouth, and neither my size nor my taste. The door is rotten and loose-fitting. It's pretty chilly. It's a miracle that... More recipes. Grandpa's cooking is inspired more by enthusiasm than by... Maybe we should spare him the trouble and just eat the cookbook. It would save time and effort. Cooking is one of Grandpa... Not that it's a sign, I mean... Well, who would have thought? Those really... There goes my theory that Grandpa is preparing our meal. Hey, Grandpa! Who gave you all these recipes?
That's a secret, my boy. But one thing I can tell you, they're very valuable. So don't get them mixed up. I had to promise the swamp troll.
Cooking is one of Not it's a I mean... The fire dragon trap is empty once again. Grandpa always uses Nawahi eggs as bait. Hey, Grandpa, do we have some bait for the fire dragon trap?
No, I'm afraid not. I used the last Nawahi eggs for an omelette.
The trap is empty, and that's how it should be. Fire dragons are flying sources of fire that tend to spontaneously self-ignite. Needless to say, Spot is crazy about the little blighters. Spot seems to be a little hungry. Come on, Spot, I want to get out of here. Let's take a look around the autumn forest. Bruno and Spot get along quite well. Bruno won't eat Spot for dessert, and Spot stopped biting Bruno's toenails. All right, Spot. Time to have a drink. There you go. Come on, Spot. I want to get out of here. Let's take... Hi, Ben.
Hi, sleepyhead. How often do I have to tell you? Rehearsals start at sunrise.
It's not my fault. I slept very badly last night.
Slept badly? What's that supposed to mean? Not those nightmares again.
They're not ordinary nightmares. They always feel so real. The earthquake, the craggy rocks.
Good heavens, Sadwick. Now pull yourself together. You're a clown, a jester, an entertainer. You're supposed to make people happy, not depressed.
When's our next performance?
Who knows? This stretch of land is just as deserted as all the others we recently passed through. People are leaving the land. They fear the end of the world.
Can't someone else play the clown?
And what do you want to do instead? Lion taming? Just face it, Sadwick. You're not talented enough for the big acts. You can't juggle. You can't throw. You can't even perform your human cannonball act properly.
I'm just fed up with honking noses and farting sounds. Why can't we provide high-class entertainment instead?
And what would that be?
I've written a couple of poems.
Oh, please. Spare me your poems. Believe me. Nobody needs your cerebral whining.
I sneak to the mirror in the darkest of night. I stare at my image and just see the clown. The louder he laughs, the harder I fight. Oh, sinister world, full of hardship and frowns.
Well, Sadwick, that's exactly why nobody likes you. If you really must write poems, why not some funny limericks?
Limericks?
There once was a young circus clown who imagined the sky falling down. He imagined so bad that it made him quite sad. On his face, he wore always a frown.
Okay, no poems then. But how about theater?
Theater? Nobody understands those pompous blowhards. Do you know why people love the circus? Because they don't have to think too hard.
Ah, I get it. If somebody is in search of a real knucklehead,
He can come straight to me and...
his search is over.
Hey, wait a second.
All right. The theater idea is off, but... how about philosophy?
What kind of thing?
What could be more entertaining than getting to grips with the very nature of existence?
Not getting to grips with it. Do you have more of those terrific ideas?
I'd like to do something intelligent is all.
Listen, we make good money without producing anything. What could possibly be more intelligent?
You're right. The circus is the only worthwhile form of entertainment.
Spare me your sarcasm. Nobody likes that kind of humor. Now, go and practice your burping alphabet. Okay. Or the human cannonball act.
My nightmares must mean something.
Nonsense. Dreams are for losers. The same with your books and your poems. It's time you got a grip on reality. The serious side of life.
You mean colorful
Does
balls
that
and
ring any
makeup?
bell? Geez, Sadwick. You're a real pain. You need to wake up and be productive.
Is there anything I can do?
Don't tell me you forgot your chores again. I even wrote them down for you.
Oh, those. That's not what I meant. I'd like to do something more important with my time. Something meaningful. Not this depressing day-to-day routine.
The sooner you do what you're supposed to, the sooner you can... Hey, don't you roll your eyes like that, young man. Responsibility is still responsibility. Preferably, you start practicing your human cannonball act. Or take a good look around the area. Maybe you can find somebody who wants to see our performance.
I'd rather do the latter. See you.
Yep, and don't you're a clown.
Hello.
Oh, hello. You look different. Is that a new hat you're wearing?
I'm not Ben, Grandpa.
I know, Ben. They don't make hats like they used to anymore.
I'm Sadwick.
When I was a little clown, we used to wear real hats with big, firm bubbles.
Sadwick, your grandson.
I could knock out a full-grown ox with my bubbles. I know that poor animal, but that's the way people liked their hats back then. Now, what can I do for you, Ben?
I wish you wouldn't always mistake me for Ben.
I know. The world is a vale of tears when you're young. Everybody's against you. But there are worse things than tight hats and pinching shirt sleeves, you know.
I'm paying close attention to your words of wisdom, like always.
When you're old, there are tight pains and pinching pantaloons, too. And this, my boy, is the most important lesson to take into old age. Loose-fitting pantaloons are the most loyal friends you could ever ask for.
Heavens, did he manage to bring his pantaloons into the conversation again?
I had one of those terrible nightmares again.
There's a cute saying I remember from my boyhood on that very subject. What was it? I forgot.
You mean the old saying, dreams are 10 a penny?
What? That's nonsense. Dreams are not 10 a penny. I once knew a guy who sold dreams at considerably higher prices. Now that I think of it, that guy might have been me.
Who in the world bought dreams?
No one. Well, that was where the plan fell short. But it was worth a try. There are always fools who spend money on any little nonsense.
Say, Grandpa, you've seen a lot of things in your time, haven't you?
You can say that again. You can ask me whatever you can carry.
What do you know about the autumn forest?
The autumn forest is it's an enchanted place full of mystery. Strange creatures dwell there, but not as many nowadays as in the past. In ancient times, lots of diverse tribes lived there. You can still find traces of them in ruins and in caves. When I was a child, half the valley was submerged underwater. Now, there's only that little lake with the island. That's all I can remember at the moment.
That's not surprising. You'd even forget the color of your hair if you didn't look in the mirror regularly.
But I still know that it starts with a G.
That doesn't count. You're just guessing.
But I'm right.
Why? Yes,
See? That's all I need to know. Please let it be green.
Do you know anything about nightmares and visions?
I know enough that I can't give a profound opinion about them. Only real oracles can interpret dreams, and they're the only ones that can tell you if it was a vision of some sort. I once thought I had a vision too, you know. Yes, an angel appeared and told me that one day my pantaloons would save the world. I was so excited. I went on pilgrimages, gathered disciples around me, and performed services, and all that without ever changing my pants. Finally, a gypsy told me that it had only been a nightmare. Oh, Ben, you can hardly imagine how embarrassed I was. 5 years in a monastery, simply because I had chili casserole before bedtime.
You know what? I'll just look.
Yes, I might still seem quite bright in the head, but sometimes the details get a...
See.
Cheer up, Ben.
where are you going?
I want to look around the forest.
Don't get lost.
Don't worry. What the?
I could have told you that. You and your sense of orientation.
Bruno! What a shame. He's the only one in the family who listens to.
Don't mess with unlike.
Bruno and Spot get along quite. Bruno won't eat Spot for dessert, and Spot stopped biting Bruno's toenail. These are Grandpa. If the stories are true, they have saved his land, caused a war. Can I take some of the lawn?
Why not have a guess?
My guess.
Bravo! And now get back.
Caterpillars are way better pets. Toads can Spot is not going no matter how much. Bruno and Spot. Bruno won't and Spot.
You shouldn't let Spot have too much to drink. He'll get bladder.
Like,
He already looks rather
yeah. Spot doesn't need. I once had shown him a cape. It ended in a near tragedy. And since then, we've been.
Can you tell me?
I gave him something to drink, like you said.
I hope you didn't give him the water. Heavens, Sadwick!
Who cares? Spot seems.
Have you given?
Yes, but.
Well, then you can start.
That's Grandpa's shovel. He digs for roots and onions with it. Working in a compost heap, I think he stirs the soup with it. The fire dragon trap is Grandpa always uses Nawahi eggs as bait. Grandpa uses the shovel to dig and... I'd rather not. I'm so... And then I'd have to get new supplies. There's hardly a job more... I'd rather not. I'm... Oh, Grandpa makes soup because after having had, that's what he said. After Bruno slayed, I don't want to think about what. Bruno has teeth as big as roof tiles. I have a bad feeling. Ew.
Don't mess unlike you.
Do you need your dentures, Grandpa?
No, not really. We're having soup today. They'd just be in the way.
Are those by any chance? Put them back in meat, or do you just want to eat soup?
Grandpa's dentures, but he'd better do it himself. Let's hope that's only. Do you need a hairnet?
Only when I'm cooking, sleeping, or bathing. In other words, just when my hair needs to stay dry.
I shouldn't get my things wet. At least I don't want to die of an infected bladder. I'm sure Ben only hit the key to tease me. All right. No, Chen has already tried and he's much. If I could only reach it from the inside. I taught Spot to open doors with this stove. Too bad the handler used to be really good at it. I taught Spot. Too bad he used to be. Unfortunately, Spot really was just thirsty. Come on, Spot. I want to get out of here. Let's take a look around. What the?
Но у исполнителя желания второе слово ты с чем можешь ассоциировать с первым словом второго предложения?
What the? This costume won't come any cleaner. Can I take some of the
Why not?
My guess.
Bravo! And now get.
I've had to mend Grandpa's socks about a but he still refuses to do his bed of nails routine and. Can I take
What?
my guess?
Bro! And now get. Keep your.
I'd better not bury that. I still need it. I'd better not find. I guess I could tinker with these a bit. Too bad. It won't. I need some kind of glue. I'd better not find enough hairs. I shudder. I'd better not. Maybe I'll. I'd better not. I'm going. We're supposed to brush, but no one said. Grandpa only locks his trailer when he bakes. We don't know why. It's probably got something to do with. The door is rotten and loose-fitting. It's pretty chilly during the night. It's a miracle that Grandpa hasn't died of pneumonia. Hey, Grandpa! Did you know your exit is leaking?
Well, I already take medic.
We have much in common. This bottle is corked, and I'm screwed up. I can't open bottles with my teeth anymore. Since Ben pulled that trick with the painted stone. I seem to pick up every piece of junk along the way.
Еще одна подсказка. Ты с этим очень часто взаимодействуешь в Стиме. Как и на одном аккаунте, так и на другом. Я периодически в активностях вижу. Что там? Один аккаунт твой, то-то, то-то. Второй там то-то, то-то. Там ж тем более после первого колеса второе же было. Так что это все куда объясняет. Это, видимо, только одно колесо посмотрел и все.
Every time Grandpa used... If I had more corks, it's not big enough. It's more like... I'd better not be... I'm going to... Haven't I already? It's not... It's nice. Blood of earthworms. The bottle is almost empty again. I'd rather not. The blood of the earthworms has to last throughout the winter. Last time, we had to replenish our supply. Unreachable, like so many things. beaver eyes. Grandpa uses them as cooking ingredients. He calls the dish eye candy. Grandpa says once you've gotten used to them, they're really tasty. What he doesn't say is how long. Unreachable, like so many things. How about it, Spot? Care for some earthworm blood? I understand. Satisfied already, aren't you? Not even Spot likes Grandpa's eye candy, and he'll eat almost anything. Spot is not, no matter how much. Caterpillars are way better pets. Toads. Spot doesn't have a. Yuck. I'm sorry, but I won't put that. Not when there's the slightest possibility.
Ну так. Тремя сообщениями ранее, да, ты прав. То, что хрен знает сколько игры из желаемого будут коптиться. Так что я их добавил в категорию исполнитель желаний. Ну вот, как-то вот нарандомилось. В одном рандомайзере не может нормально выпасть колесо шанса, так в другом выпадет что-то вот такое.
That's wet already. Ugh.
Если уж совсем там всматриваться, то там еще можно кое-что заметить. Относительно недавно я туда добавил в ПК-шный рандомайзер. Поэтому и стал называться не рандом Steam, а рандом ПК теперь.
There are a million ways to use it. Being Grandpa's dentures, really, but he'd better do it. Ugh. Let's hope that's on. I just made a decision. I'd better not. Maybe I'll need it later. I'd better not bury that. Maybe I'll need it later.
Не знаком.
Haven't I already? It's not on my schedule. Actually, his cold got better. To blow Bruno's nose would be a lot. Can I borrow your handkerchief?
And of course, my boy, when I was young, I always had a running.
Are you collecting? Stop bothering me with it. You can see that I have my...
Ah, yes, the broken stovepipe. Quite funny how the mind works. Since the handle broke, I made a fuss about how cold it is, forgetting how I always complained about the smoke before. I guess somebody should blow out the suit. Someone who's taller than I am, and not an asthmatic, and who doesn't fear dying from soot poisoning. Somebody other than me, then. If only my arm and thin had had to, then I could reach. You've grown really You used to be able to squeeze through the tiniest of holes. Now look at you. That could actually work. Hey, Spot, I need your help. We have to get this thing open. You think you can do that? All right, go for it. That was not too bad. Hey, isn't that Ben's casket? How did it get into the stove? Why should I blow? There's no fire in the stove, just this casket. I'd better not show that to him. He hates it when I go through his things. I wonder if that's the key to Ben's casket. It matches. The casket is open. Now I shouldn't get lost anymore. No, that's not a menu. Said the clown, but no one laughed. What the? Now I Look here, Spot. We have Ben's map. We can finally leave this place. He better not show that he hates it. Grandpa, he has collected recipes from the most remote memo to myself. Carry enough supplies if you plan. I don't like making paper ships. Mine keep capsizing. I'd better put it away and go back to bed. Well. There are a million ways to use a cork. This one resembles being... No, shut the clown. Grandpa has his hair nuts on special... Only there you get... I'd better not bury... I still... Haven't I already? I used to perform with a self-made... My actual hat... Look here, Spot. We can...
Is your hat still too tight?
I want to take a look around the autumn forest, but I keep getting lost.
If you want to go for a walk, have you given Spot something to drink yet?
Yes, Grandpa. All done and finished.
Well, you've earned a little walk then. But be careful. The autumn forest is big and dense. Very much like my beard. You can very easily get lost in it. Again, very much like my beard.
I already noticed that.
You'd better take my comb. I mean compass with you. Now where did I put it? I know, it's in the trailer. Under the bed.
Great. Thanks, Grandpa. Under the bed, right?
Yes, under the bed. I like to take a pinch late at night.
Take a pinch of the compass?
Yes, I know, it's unhealthy. But at my age, well...
Are you sure you're talking about the compass? Don't you mean compote?
Compote? What are you insinuating? Did you nose around my notes? Besides, if I planned anything like that, it would be none of your business. You must consider all the consequences of such a compote, you know.
A compote with broad ramifications?
Yes, so you better keep your nose out of it.
Oh, Grandpa, you're talking about a complot. You're planning a complot.
A complot? I have no idea what you're talking about. You don't need to plan a complot. I just made one not 10 minutes ago, right behind the trailer.
That's compost.
Impossible. I carry the compost with me all the time.
The compost?
It's in my pocket. I'm pretty sure it is. Just a second. Here it is.
Grandpa, that's not compost. That's the compass.
Really? Then where's the compost? Would you mind checking under my bed?
Sure. Just remind me again later, okay? Now, I'm taking a walk in the autumn forest.
I'll be back for lunch, you hear?
No, thanks. I really don't care for petroleum soup.
What's that?
Oh, nothing really. Thanks, Grandpa. Say, Grandpa,
You can ask, whatever.
you know...
Yes, I'm able.
She...
Cheer up.
Now I bet.
Oh, what do you want?
Why am I always getting lost?
Because you're good for nothing. That's why lack of orientation is just another thing on the long list of your inabilities. Without a map and a compass, you wouldn't even find your own feet. And what exactly
I'm
are
looking
you
for my
doing?
feet so I can kick you for what you just said. See you.
Yep, see you. And don't forget, keep smiling. You're a clown. Remember? Oh dear, he's getting more and more difficult each day.
He's still young. He hasn't found his responsibilities in the world yet.
He should carry out his responsibilities to the circus first, before looking for new ones.
Oh, by the way, I hate you, both of you. I just wanted to get that off my chest. Never mind me.
Ben is in a bad mood today.
Oh, shut up, Grandpa. Just be quiet, will you?
Yikes! There's somebody there. A stranger. I wonder what he's doing here. A branch. Exciting. It's too big for a toothpick. A stranger. Hello.
Oh, thank heaven you're not an Askil, obviously.
I'm not a what?
Oh, nothing. Everything's fine. At last I've met someone. Are you from around these parts?
No, we're just passing through with our circus.
Damn, I thought it was too good to be true.
Who are you?
Why do you want to know? Are you one of the Askil spies?
Could be.
Ah, nonsense. Of course you're not an Askil. I'm sorry. I'm just a little nervous. My name is Bobby. I've come from far away. Huh? Oh, yes. I am a Chusky. You know? And you are?
I'm Sedgwick. My family owns a small traveling circus.
I understand. So, you're some kind of clown.
We're in the performing arts trade.
A clown, then. You don't look particularly happy, if I might say so.
Chasky? What does that mean?
What? You don't know the Chasky? The word means messenger. We perform important tasks on behalf of the king.
Chasky. Now I remember. Grandpa told me about you, but you can't be a Chusky.
Oh, yeah? Why not?
In fact, I don't really know much about the Chusky.
Unfortunately, I haven't got the time to tell you about my daring adventures, which is a shame. They're full of suspense. Epic, too. And every now and again, there's a laugh or two included.
Well, too bad. You can't.
Oh, yeah?
Chusky are noble messengers to Corona.
Oh, yeah? And where do you think I'm coming from?
Well, you rather look like someone coming from a...
That's right. Directly from the royal court.
You? From Corona? I don't believe you.
You should. I am a Chasky, and I'm on a mission on behalf of the king.
Chusky are brave heroes and...
That's right. What do you think brought me here? I'm in the middle of a hair-raising adventure. The fate of the world lies in my hands.
You're exaggerating.
Not a bit. There have never been situations more desperate. I'd rather not go into details. You'd never be able to sleep at night if I did.
Ha! Like that would make a difference. Chusky are skilled trackers.
Even though it may look that way, I'm not lost. I'm just not sure about where to go. That's all.
Chusky are cheerful adventurers.
Ha! That's good coming from you. Looking at you doesn't exactly fill me with joy either.
I didn't sleep well. I suffer from nightmares.
Nightmares, you say? Unfortunate. And every...
Well, too... What exactly is your mission? Not that I'm really interested.
Actually, it's a secret. But all right, I'll tell you. I'm carrying a precious and powerful artifact. The Whispering Stone.
The what?
Whispering Stone.
Blistering bone?
The Whispering Stone! Why don't you listen?
How could I with you mumbling like that?
My mission is to take it back to Corona, to the king's castle.
Whispering stone? That doesn't sound very powerful.
I don't know very much about it, but I do know that it's very important.
Otherwise, the Royal Stones collection wouldn't be complete.
It's not a joking matter. As far as I know, the king needs it to prevent the end of the world.
And now I'm supposed to help you with your mission, right?
The clown wants to help a real Chusky with his mission. Now that's a good one.
What? I'm sure I could be of some help.
Impossible.
I'm every bit as good as you.
At least you're a pretty good clown.
Whatever. Okay, so do your stuff alone.
Hey! Take it easy. I understand that you're fascinated by my adventures.
Yeah, well...
But you simply don't know what you're getting involved with. The life of a Chusky is full of danger. You'll get yourself into big trouble. If you want to help me, you'll need to be 100% certain.
I'm 100% certain, sure.
So, at least you've got guts. That's a good thing. But are you skillful enough too?
In fact, I'm quite a clumsy fellow.
In that case, you'd better forget it. As my right-hand man, you couldn't be all thumbs.
I'm just as skilled as you are.
Didn't you claim otherwise just now?
The bugs are very noisy around here. You must have misheard.
Well, never mind. But I wonder whether you are optimistic enough. You strike me as being rather negative. Chasky are characterized by their incredible joyful nature, which gives us the energy to find a way out of even the most difficult situations. Are you really joyful enough?
Of course. I'm a clown after all.
Right. How could I ever doubt you? Very well then. It looks like you meet the necessary requirements. Great. You see, I'm really desperate and time is running out.
Don't get your hopes up. I'm not very good at things like this. Usually things get more complicated as soon as I try to help.
That doesn't sound either brave or joyful or skillful. Maybe I should put your abilities to a test first.
A test?
Yes. You could go and fetch me something to eat. A nice fish would just do the trick.
What? I'm supposed to catch a fish for you? I wanted to help you with your mission. If I want to play the lackey, I might as well go back to my family.
Hold your horses. First, you show me what you can do by catching a fish for me. Then, I'll fill you in on my mission. Do you think you can do that?
Can't you catch something yourself?
Ah, of course I could. I'm a Chasky after all. But this is your assignment. Show me what you can do.
I'll manage somehow.
I believe in you, Sadwick.
Do you want to see the circus?
What? Are you mad? Do I look like I have time for that kind of nonsense? You just go back to your circus, Sonny. I have to deal with the important things in this world.
So the big responsibilities of this world are up to you? Now that's unsettling.
Yes, indeed. And neither elephants nor colorful balls can prevent me from carrying out my mission. Not even cheerful chimps with hilarious hats. You don't happen to have chimps in your circus, do you?
No.
No, of course not. And even if you had, I wouldn't have been interested at all. For I am a Chasky, and nothing can stop me from carrying out my mission.
Are the stories about Corona true?
It depends. Which stories are you referring to?
I heard that the king is dead.
He's not dead, but he's very weak. I think the impending doom is getting to him.
I heard Corona has fallen.
Not yet, but the situation is growing more and more threatening. The Asgil have advanced up to the castle.
The Askill?
Yes, a horrific strain of creatures. It's just a matter of time, I fear.
I heard that the end is near.
That's right, I'm afraid. The landscape around Corona has already started to fall apart.
Like in my dream.
You dreamed about that? Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good at all.
Why do you say that?
Oh, no reason. Forget about it, will you?
In fact, I've only heard rumors.
Well, not everything one hears is true, but the situation is serious.
You think my dreams are trying to tell me something? My brother Ben says I shouldn't worry.
Yes, listen to your brother. Keep on dreaming and pretend you never heard of the world's big problems. Yes, as if you never even met me. That's best for you. Just ignore the fact that the world is on the brink and we're all doomed.
Aren't you exaggerating a bit?
Oh, you think I'm exaggerating? It already started, Sadwick. The land is falling apart. The end is nigh.
Like in my dream.
That was your dream? Uh-oh. That's not
Why?
only dreams. Oh, what if it's not? What if it's a vision?
A vision? You think so?
I admit, it's not very likely in your case. Only important people have visions. Kings, oracles, and Chasky. Nevertheless, the thought is unsettling.
Look.
You're still my stomach is...
Can't we just skip the fish part?
No, Sadwick. I'm afraid not. I need to see what you're capable of before I can let you in on the path of the Chusky.
The path of the Chusky. Good grief.
I see great potential in you, but the mission is too important. I need to be sure that you have what it takes.
Whatever. I can't.
You can't give up just a Chusky.
I'm not a Chusky.
And you will never be if you keep acting like... Here's some advice. If you're having problems, just ask yourself, what would Bobby do?
Shit about doing nothing.
Obviously, you still have a lot to learn.
I
believe...
See you
Later.
The water looks downright cloudy. No, wait. No, thanks. Like, your... I can't really catch... No, I can't get near enough. I'm too close. He's had enough already. He's had enough. Well, let's see. A measly dip net for a measly clown. There. That'll work. Look what I caught. In the summertime, kids once home. I don't understand why I think I'm pretty good. Grandpa's dentures, but he'd... Ugh, let's hope... I guess I could tinker with these a bit. Too bad. It won't hold. I need some kind of glue. Haven't I already, bro? Hey, that actually worked. Looks like the clumsy little brother finally accomplished something. I did it! I caught a fish!
Ooh, yum! That's the first good news I heard in months.
Will you tell me about your mission then?
Of course. I'm a man who keeps his promises. But be warned. Helping me will put you in great danger. The Asgir are hot on my trail. I shouldn't even be here anymore.
Now, please, don't exaggerate.
You have no idea, have you? Well, are you sure you want to get involved with this?
We've been there already. I'm absolutely sure.
All right, then. Well, have you ever heard of Shana?
Shana? No, never heard of her. Who's she supposed to be?
She's an oracle, a kind of clairvoyant. And according to the legend, she lives somewhere in the autumn forest. But maybe it's nothing more than that. Just a legend. I've already searched until I'm half dead. I'm going to cancel my quest. I mustn't stay here too long. I've got a bad feeling that the Asgil are hot on my trail.
Say,
Yes?
what do you want from Shana?
Verona is far away. Without help, it will take months to get there. I'm hoping that Shana can give me some advice. There must be a way to shorten the trip.
An oracle? Can she interpret dreams as well?
Of course.
In that case, I have to meet her too. Maybe my dreams do mean something after all.
You could come with me.
Really? That'd be great. I'll finally find out the meaning of my dreams.
Provided, of course, we can find her.
Where shall I start looking for her?
The only thing I know is that she's supposed to live in a cabin in the middle of the autumn forest. But where exactly? I have no idea. I came down from the hills in the east. There's a good view of the valley and the whole autumn forest from there. But a cabin? Not a trace. The only things remotely resembling buildings are those ruins to the west. But I've already been there. A couple of columns and statues, that's all. Then there's that cave near the mountains. And that finally leaves the forest itself. Maybe you could get a better overview from that giant tree to the south. I can chart those places on your map if you want me to.
Well, at least that's a start. Enough of...
As you wish. What else is on your mind?
See you later.
Later. Contact me if you have new...
This seems to be some kind of ritual place. A cemetery? No. It looks more like a cult site for offerings. It's my policy not to disgrace foreign cult sites. It's hard enough that my own god hates me. It's my policy not to disgrace foreign cult sites. It's hard enough that my own god hates me. This seems to be some kind of a bowl for the offering. I'd better not spit. I don't want to enrage for some reason. Phew. No, the bowl is tightly attached to the totem. Nature creates a great number of amazing and sometimes I believe she only... No thanks. I'm not here to connect with twice. Nature creates some... Yeah, okay. I won't dwell on the fact that spiderwebs, there's always a course. Eating fresh spider, I think that's only true if the spider... Yeah, I could tear the and the web, really, it has nothing to do with my arachnoph... Let's... No, I can't... Nature creates a... Well, Spot, that's okay. What? I just have... That's a lot of resin. It looks like the tree is bleeding. No, after having had Grandpa's raisin cake, I'm not enthusiastic about eating resin anymore. My tummy still feels funny. I can't scrape off the resin with my bare hands. The only thing I'm not taking the resin off with that. I get my pockets all sticky. I need some kind of container. I cannot scrape. I need a better... I have to scrape some of the resin off the tree first. The tree seems to be hollow. The tree vaguely resembles, and it's just as... The hole is too small. Besides... No, the hole is plugged, and I like it that way. The cork fits perfect. I can't open bottles. Since that must be the tree, Bobby. It's taller than all. How can I get? I'm a rotten clown. The tree vaguely and it's just. Knock on. Why, my dad never. Now, if I had claws like that, but unfortunately. No,